I'm trying to
Mhm.
learn, because I want to respect the wishes of my sister. And my brother
Mhm.
is gay. I don't have no problem with gay
But
people. I
see,
love gay
to be
people.
honest with you, number two, and this is not me telling you who you are. This is just me looking at you right now. To a certain
Okay.
degree, the way that you present is non-binary. To be honest with you, because the way that you look right now is not what America's standards say that women should show up. Okay,
Right.
you have short hair. You have not the most feminine nonverbal communication, but these things are not what makes a woman. Okay, so for all intents and purposes, you are still absolutely a woman and still have access to womanhood, even if you express yourself less feminine than other women. And this is what people don't understand about gender roles and about expression in life. Okay, so it gets a little murky and a little obscured, and I'm with everybody in general society. I'm gonna keep it 100 in my community, and the community is always upset when I say this, but I understand how confusing it could be for people because there's so many different terms to keep up with. There's so much information to learn, and you have to remember that most of America got only a seventh grade education. You cannot hold these folks accountable for shit that they don't understand because even white God forgives fools and children.
Hey, I wanna ask Bay Sade a question, but first I wanna say, how's the baby? I forgot to ask you that the other day when
Who
you
me?
told me who you. Yes, how's the baby?
I'm the baby's fine. I'm having a boy.
You are. When is the
Hmm.
baby due?
June 2nd.
All right, now.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. I forgot to ask you that the other day, so I just want to
You
say,
were just earlier, girl.
huh?
Oh, yesterday. You was in here yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
But I forgot to
He's a
ask
big
you that.
boy. He's a
Right.
big boy. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
babe, I just want to ask you this. I want to ask you what went
Thank you, Memphis.
wrong. What went wrong on the panel when you were on the panel, and what was the big problem? Because I thought I treated you with very much respect when you was on the panel.
I agree. And I actually referenced you when I was on Master Pussy's panel. That I do feel like that you did keep that level of respect. But what I did say as well, I mean, and it's on YouTube, so you can look at it as a point of reference. What I did say as well is that a lot of those other people were not singing the same tune, Miss Meat. When I watched that video, not one time from the beginning of that last video up until the end of it, not one time did you call me Shim, not one time did you call me he, she, but the rest of those women up there had so much shit to say. And then as soon as I popped up and y'all realized, like, wow, this girl is educated, this girl is respectful, then you want to keep that level of respect. And I think that that was some fake ass shit. But the thing about it is that I'm smart enough to play the game. Okay. So I sat there and I held my mule. Even though I was called all types of he she's, all types of fags, all types of all these nasty, unsavory different things, I still got up there and held myself as a class act. So when you ask me what went wrong, the disrespect before I even came on the panel was wrong. So please don't confuse my ability to be amicable and respectable and have conversations with y'all with liking y'all and supporting y'all because I do not like y'all. I do not appreciate the disrespect, but I do know how to communicate even with folks that I do not like.
Okay. So with you saying that, this okay, let me say this. Okay, so you're on social media and everyone is not going to agree or disagree with your lifestyle. So you're going to have people that's going to feel like that regardless, and you know this because y'all go through this. Um you're going to have people that feel like this. But my thing is this: why try to like condemn people's opinions? Let me finish. Why try to condemn people's opinions when people's opinions are going to be people's opinions? Everybody's not going to like what you're doing or who you are. So that's what's going to happen. And what I'm saying to you is this: when you're on a panel and I'm basically leading the panel and I'm not disrespecting you. Now, granted, people are going to still have their opinions. You can't make everybody believe in what you believe in. Just like I can't make everybody believe in what I believe in. I believe in heterosexual. I believe in the straight lifestyle, but I can't make everybody agree or believe in that. You see what I mean? So I think pretty much that you jumped the gun because people still gonna do it. Now you know social media. You know everybody's not gonna agree with you. But I was very, very respectful to you and what you believe in because I have that around me as well. It's around me. This is no secret. My best friend, my very best friend in the world is gay. Okay. So I'm around transgenders, I'm around gay people, I'm around straight, I'm around everyone. That's why I get along with everyone. But what I'm
Go
saying,
ahead, Bay Sade.
So it's a few things that I want to say. Um, Unfortunately, again, whether you agree with me or not, Miss Meek, I'm gonna say to you clearly and plainly, like I said on the panel a couple of days ago. That was me being a professional. That was me being a media professional. And can't nobody be upset because I'm better at this game than y'all are. No shade. Okay. So I can sit up there even though y'all disrespected me, even though y'all went off on me, and I continue to turn the narrative back to the fact that you guys are taking agency over my life as a trans woman, which is no different from the agency that is taken over cisgender women's lives as it relates to pro-choice versus pro-life. That's first of all. Okay. So my thing is that furthermore, this is not a lifestyle, baby. Lifestyle is getting up and going for a run every morning. Lifestyle is going to church every Sunday. Lifestyle is is having family dinner with your family every Sunday at 5 p.m. This is an identity. And lifestyle and identity are two different things. And with all due respect, I need for all of y'all who don't know the verbiage to stop trying to have this conversation with me when you say things like, oh, your sexuality or oh, your lifestyle, when in fact lifestyle and gender identity are not the same things, and sexuality and sexual orientation are not the same thing. Sexual orientation is who you are attracted to, and sexuality is how you like to express yourself within the confines of sex. So sexuality is not mutually exclusive to sexual orientation, which is why you have straight men who get their asses ate by straight women the same way that you have gay boys get their asses ate by gay boys. Sexuality is a space to express yourself and express your sex, not who you're expressing it with. So it's no shade to you, Miss Me. Y'all don't have the verbiage to talk about me or trans identity, and that's the issue that I had from the jump, because you guys are coming from a place of ignorance. You guys are coming from a place of
mm,
immortality, and you guys are coming from a place of not knowing what you're talking about and still trying to denounce me and an entire demographic and use religion or use belief systems to do it, all the while disrespecting and tearing down so many different types of people. So at the end of the day, like I said, you cannot, and this is not directed to you, Miss Me, because that's not your platform. You are a moderator. You are the help. Okay, that's World News'
mm.
platform. So my issue is with World News, not with you, Miss Me. Okay, so I just want to be straight up and be clear with the fact that at the end of the day, it's World News. It wasn't your voice that got up there and called me no shim. It wasn't your doing that searched through my Facebook page and got my pre-transition photos. It was World News. So anybody that wants to come up and say anything that was in that circle, understand that my issue is with World News and his choice to create a group of people who wants to tear down folks. This is not a humane thing, and at the end of the day, there's nothing cool about tearing nobody down. An opinion and being evil are two different things. Okay, no shade.
Okay, so let me respond to that. And what I'm saying to you is this: whether you call it a lifestyle or this is your everyday life, this is what I'm saying. Everyone is not going to agree with what you are doing. That's just life. That's the way it is. That's facts. Everyone is not going to agree with the way you live your
Mrs. Me.
life.
But
Just like
disagreeing,
everyone is
Mrs.
not.
Me.
disagreeing does not mean or give you the right to
Can I
disrespect
finish?
me. You can be no, you
Can I
cannot,
finish?
because you're not going to justify
Can I
disrespecting
finish?
me.
I didn't disrespect you. So I'm
No,
speaking
you're
for me.
justifying a platform that disrespected me. And I'm going to gather
Yeah,
you if you continue to
yeah.
do so. Because this is not world news. And like I said, I sat up there on that panel and respected y'all because I was on that platform. But now we're on my platform. So please choose your words wisely. Because again, at the end of the day, lifestyle, sexual orientation, and sexuality are not the same things. And if you're going to
So
come up
I'm
against
gonna
me
do
and
this.
have this conversation, use the correct language because you older than me and you old enough to know better. No shade. You've been on this world longer than me, so I don't understand
And
how
that's
is it
why
that you
I'm
don't know the
trying to
language when
tell
you
you.
had access to the same
This is
dictionary for
why
probably 15 more years than I've been alive.
this is why I'm trying to tell you everyone is not going to agree with your lifestyle, and you
Mrs. Meat,
know
Mrs.
this.
Meat,
And she
Mrs.
still don't
Meat,
get it.
Mrs. Meat. I got a question.
I still don't get what.
You still
I
don't
said,
get the
I no,
fact
hold
that,
on.
hold on one second, Miss Master Pussy, and I'm sorry, I know that
Go
this
ahead,
is
go
your
ahead,
panel.
go ahead. You got
You
it. You got
don't
it.
get, you don't get that it's not a space for you. You don't have license or agency to agree with the decisions of a singular human being.
And
It
you
is in
don't
the
either.
same space, excuse me, it's in the same space as
You don't
pro-choice
either.
versus pro-life. You may not agree with, I'm just using you as an example,
That's what
number
I'm
three.
saying.
You
You're
may not
saying the
agree,
same
you
thing
may
I'm
not agree,
saying.
you may not agree with
But
number
you're
three
saying the
deciding
same thing
to,
I'm
can you
saying.
mute her for a second because she
Everyone is
don't get
not
it, and I'm
going
gonna say what
to
I need to say.
agree.
Just mute her for a second. All right. So as I was saying, the same way what you're doing to me by saying everybody's not going to agree with it, it's in the same arena as pro-choice versus pro-life. Because if number three decided to abort her child, that's not for you to come up and offer her no unsolicited information regarding what her choice was. And again, this is why world news and her just ran the fuck up out of here, because at the end of the day, these are not educated people, y'all, and they cannot stand up against me in these educated conversations because you don't have the verbiage, you don't have the mental fortitude, and to be honest with you, your intention is to be evil and mine is not. So you will never be able to stand up against me in a conversation like this because I'm not trying to denounce you. I'm not trying to erase you. I'm creating space of celebration for all types of humans, whereas that box in number five and that motherfucker world news are trying to create separatism within the black community. No shade. Which
Can,
is
can,
why they always run.
can I say something, Maya?
Hold on, real quick. Let me go. I will say this. Miss Meat, you got caught. You got caught falling in from the window. You fell in from the window. You fell in. You fell in from the window, Miss Meat. You fell in from the window. You fell in from the window. And I just wanted to know, how did the seasoning on the window taste
Oh my.
before you came in here? Cause you fell in through the window. Okay. Now you don't gift me. You don't recharge. You don't share my live. You don't support nobody on this panel to come up here to check nobody. This is not your platform. YouTube is y'all stumping ground. This is
Don't
our
drown
stumping
that
ground
baby.
over here.
Barely,
It went the wrong too.
barely,
Yeah, barely.
barely.
Bay Shay, I get
You
everything you
fell from the
saying.
window.
You know
Like we
her,
know you
Baby,
fell
I'm
from the window.
her saying I have a gay friend is like saying, hey, when white people say I have a black friend, you can't do that.
Well, no, let me tell you, and let me tell you why it's so
who done jumped up here?
why,
Hold up. Listen.
let me
Hear
tell you
me?
why it's so problematic though. Because the thing is, the point that I was trying to make a little while ago is I know that you're not prepared to have this conversation because you don't even understand that from a definition standpoint that gay and trans are not the same things. So your ignorant ass is not even ready for this type of conversation with me because the way that your mind works, you see me as a man. You see trans women as men. So in your mind, you automatically put them in that same space as gay folk when it's not the same thing. Bitch, when I walk outside in the motherfucking street, rather I want them to identify me as not. The pronouns are she, her,